Hey everybody, welcome to Saving Greens Homestead. My name is Keisha, and if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I welcome you. Happy Tea Tuesday to you guys. I haven't done a Tea Tuesday video in a long time. I am going to share with you guys this beautiful plant right here. This is the marshmallow plant. And there's so many benefits to using marshmallow leaves, roots, and flowers. In fact, it's a medicinal plant that's been used for ages. And I'm here to tell you what some of those benefits are and why you might be interested in adding some marshmallow plant to your garden. The first thing I want to point out about this great plant is that it is completely edible. The leaves are edible, the roots are edible, the flowers are edible. You can eat the leaves raw or you can cook them. The plant contains mucilage. I can't even say it, you guys. I'll put the name on the screen so you can see what it is. But it has that slimy kind of texture to it. But it's really healthy for you and good for our bodies. So I'm going to take you inside and I'm going to prepare some of this marshmallow plant so that I can taste it and then give you my review on it, but also so I can share with you some of the benefits of it. And yes, as the name suggests, marshmallow plant, the roots from this plant was used to get the flavorings for marshmallows that we find in a grocery store. I will include a recipe that I found for making that. I'll include that in the description box below, so in case you want to make some homemade marshmallows, then you can do that. But let's go inside because it is hot out here and the wind is picking up. I'll see you inside. Okay, you guys, so I'm inside the air conditioning and it feels good because it's hot outside. And I'm ready to talk to you about the benefits of the marshmallow plant. I have some things here I'm going to read to you, so I hope you don't mind me reading to you because I can't remember all of this stuff. Hey, I just turned 50, okay? And my mind is not as spry. So I'm going to kind of read this off to you. And then at the end of this video, in the description section, I will post a link to this article that I'm reading so that you can see for yourself what it says. It says here that using the marshmallow plant or root, it gives powerful relief for digestive stress and respiratory infections and chronic inflammation, plus a whole lot more. So some of the more part, and people use this to make cough drops because it has a soothing effect. And the reason why it has a soothing effect is because of I tried to say it outside and I couldn't say it. I couldn't say it right. It says that it has mucilage properties. I could not get that word out outside. Anyways, it has that, just like how what okra has. And also Malabar spinach has that same quality to it. And that's the part that helps to soothe, because it's that slimy, it's kind of slimy, I guess. Helps to soothe your throat. That's why it's good for making cough drops or to use the tea for when you have respiratory problems, because it just soothes all of that. Some of the other things that it helps, it soothes stomach aches. It helps to relieve heartburn, which is something I need because even right now I'm experiencing a little bit of heartburn and reflux, which it also soothes the reflux too. It helps to soothe the intestines. It helps to clear up more serious gut-related issues such as ulcers and colitis and enteritis. It helps with respiratory infections such as bronchitis. I already said it helps to soothe a sore throat. It clears up congestion. It's an expectorant. It helps with healing abscesses and boils. It's an antimicrobial. And it just helps to build and strengthen your immune system as a whole. Some of the other things that it has that it contains is essential minerals such as iron, sodium, zinc, vitamin B, iodine. Also, like I said outside, that the leaves are edible. The leaves, the flowers, you can even eat the roots. It's all edible. Now, I don't know about eating it raw so much. I mean, some people might do that. The leaves have like a furry feel to them, so that might be kind of odd when you're trying to eat it. But you can cook it, and you can dry the leaves, which I plan on doing as well for tea. And you can use the raw leaves, the fresh leaves, for tea as well. So right now, I have plenty of it in my garden. So if I need to make a tea out of it, then I could go ahead and harvest some fresh leaves and make tea. But when winter comes and all of this dies back, when we get our first frost, then I won't have it ready and available like that. So that's where drying the leaves comes in handy, because then I can have some leaves already dried and stored and ready for that time for me to use when I need it. It is a perennial. It comes back in the spring. You can use this in tinctures. You can use it, like I said, topically on your skin. And it's supposed to be really good for that. There's some other things that it does. It helps with irritable bowel syndrome, urinary tract infections, kidney problems and kidney stones. It's used for weight loss. It can be peeled and given to infants to chew for teething. It's used to reduce pain and irritation. So there's a lot of good benefits for this. I planted the seeds in my garden last spring and nothing happened. Nothing grew in my herb bed except for I think a little chamomile and borage and weeds. That was it. And so I was shocked and amazed when I went out there and I saw this plant growing. I'm thinking, okay, the borage just reseeded itself. But it turned out to be this marshmallow that I had planted. It finally germinated after a whole year. So I am going to at least get this tea brewing. And you know, they usually say let it brew for like 5 minutes in the hot water, but I usually let mine go longer. Okay, so I have my hot water here, and I've got my little tea basket, and I've already washed some of these leaves ahead of time, and then some of them with the flour on it. Inside here, I'm gonna kind of break it apart a little bit to release some of the juices that's in the leaves, because I want that part. That's the healthy part. That's also supposed to be the slimy part, but it's okay. We're gonna try it all and see how well this works out. And I'm gonna let this brew or steep in this hot boiling water for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, so that we can get the full flavor of the leaves for the tea, so I can tell you how it tastes. I don't think 5 minutes is enough time, and we are gonna wait. Then I'll come back and give you my taste review on it. So I'll be back. Everything looks really good. The tea looks really good. You can see that it's a green tinge to the water. So I am going to, and it's still hot too. I am going to pour some for myself and give it a taste and tell you what I think about it. That way you can see a little tinge of green to the water, little hint of green. Doesn't smell bad, so that's a good sign, right? I thought the consistency of the water for the tea with the leaves having the mucilage, I thought it would be a little thicker maybe, or like have a certain kind of texture, or but it doesn't. It's really, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I can't pinpoint what it tastes like though. It doesn't taste like anything I've had before. It's not off-putting. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes okay. Like I could drink it like this, and I didn't put any sweetener in it or anything like that. I can drink it just like this with no problem. It has a slight sweetness of its own, no bitterness at all. But I could drink this like this, and it would be fine. No bad aftertaste, nothing. I could mix this with other leaves of other things like basil, mint, stuff like that, fresh leaves, and brew it, and those flavors would probably overtake this. It's very mild in flavor. And if it is as effective as the benefits that I read to you suggest, then this is something I could drink, if not every day, every other day, or in a mixture with other things. So it's good. You should try it. The plants grow very easily after it finally takes off on its own, because when I planted it, it didn't germinate right away. You might have better look at that than I did. But I'm so thankful that it did pop up and that I was able to bring this video to you about this, because I want to find ways of being healthier and to naturally resolve some of the issues that I have, like heartburn and reflux. So we'll see. I know that it's been a while since I made a Tea Tuesday video, and I don't promise you that every Tuesday I'm gonna have a new video for you for Tea Tuesday, but whenever I can fit them in, I will. So hopefully this was very inspirational to you and very educational to you, and hopefully you got something out of this. I'm not an expert. I just Google search and find information about things, and I just bring it to you and share it with you for you to do what you're gonna do with it. So I can tell you what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna finish drinking this tea, and hopefully it'll help my reflux and my heartburn without me having to take Tums, which is chock full of all kinds of chemicals and stuff. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video and joining me, and I will see you in the next video. And as always, God bless.